All right, welcome to the show. We've got a fun Friday one for you. If you're looking for easy ways to boost your kids' nutrition, our next guest is here to help you out. We welcome nutritionist Cushman is with us today. Caitlin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, as a nutritionist, what have you found in kids' eating habits?
Well, as we know, ideal habits are just not happening in our children here in the U.S. And parents are super busy, especially with the pandemic and all of this remote learning. And so sometimes finding ways to get more nutrition to kids' meals can be really difficult.
Do you feel like kids are becoming pickier and pickier eaters because of it?
Yes, I think kids are looking for control in our crazy world, and food's an easy way to do it. And sometimes, you know, you just want all the comforts and don't want to have those fruits and vegetables that would be better for you.
So your philosophy in some ways is to make more swaps in the food, right? To kind of put more nutrition in what they're actually already eating.
Yeah, I think when you're trying to work on something like picky eating, or just, you know, a busy week where, you know, redoing your entire meal plan is just not realistic. Making easy swaps, like for instance, every kid loves their pancakes in the morning, but maybe instead of that regular mix that's high in carbs, choose a protein and banana option. Or, you know, their regular turkey and cheese sandwich, skip the mayo, try some smashed avocado or some hummus. Skip the fried potato chips, go for some baked parmesan crisps. These are easy ways to add more protein and more of the nutrition that kids need to grow.
No, and even the mac and cheese, there's so many things you can add to it.
Well, we know kids love their mac and cheese, but hey, add some grilled chicken, add a vegetable you know your child loves, and then you're adding just a little more nutrition and just making small improvements for a bigger change.
What have you noticed as far as making meals as a family?
Well, family time together at any point is important, but mealtime can be incredibly important because that's an opportunity for the little kids to see role modeling, seeing their parents eating healthy, balanced meals. Even better if you can get the children involved in meal prep and meal making and plating, because then they get a hands-on experience, and it empowers those older kids to feel empowered about making their own meals and better choices when they get to make their own choices.
And that looks like that's what you have some of the stuff in front of you for as well, because it looks like there's shakes and stuff going on.
Yeah, so, you know, of course, we want to see a rainbow of things. You know, we want lots of fruits and veggies. You know, meal prepping, as we know, will save you a lot of time. You know, and so making like a homemade Lunchable or a smoothie station for your kids to make their own breakfast in the morning is a great option. You know, making pancakes in fun shapes using cookie cutters is a great way, and making them those healthier option pancakes is also a good option.
And especially putting your kids in control, right? What are some ways to do that?
Well, you know, teaching them while you're cooking with them about the different food groups, showing them how, you know, why do you use certain ingredients when you're cooking, so that, you know, you're essentially teaching them how to take care of their own meal prepping and their own meal making, so that when they become adults, you know, they're self-sufficient.
What are a few of your favorite snacks?
Well, I'll put peanut butter on honestly anything. It probably sounds really gross, but, you know, some vegetable sticks on some peanut butter. A good hard-boiled egg is one of my favorite snacks. Very simple, but so delicious. You know, along with my peanut butter, I love some good honey peanuts. I'm a big proponent of fruit that you can, like, kind of throw in the bag so that you don't have to worry even about, you know, your container. And then I love, when I make a smoothie, I actually use frozen fruit, so I don't even need ice. It's very simple.
Oh, good tip there. Okay, and you also say the labels are everything as well. What should parents look for when reading a label?
So, of course, we want to have whole foods first, but we know that sometimes the plan just doesn't work out. So when parents need to supplement their child's diet, some things I suggest to look on the label. Looking at a product, you want to look protein first. Whey or plant-based proteins are a great option. When looking at vitamins and minerals, you want to look for that daily value percentage to be 10% or more. This means that that's a good source or an excellent source in one serving of that product. You also want to look for things that are lower in sugar, particularly in supplements. If you're talking about kids, you know, we want to offer our kids something that's designed for them. Adult products sometimes just don't meet the needs of kids. So looking for something that's for kids at your child's stage of development is an excellent choice.
Well, here's the deal. Even when you look at the vitamins, it tells you exactly, right? Like 10%, 20% of your daily value that you need. But with protein and sugar, it doesn't give those amounts. What do you say you should look for as far as grams of protein that your kids should be eating?
So I'd say anything at 10 grams of protein or more in a meal type serving. In a snack, at least 5-6 grams of protein and sugar. And the government says we shouldn't have more than 50 grams in a day. I just say have as little as possible is always the goal.
What about salt? Does that matter as much for kids?
Well, we know that if your child is eating fast food or pre-prepared foods or frozen foods, that sodium is going to be very high to begin with. So I would say if you just limit those foods, you're probably pretty safe.
No, for sure. Thank you so much. Great tips today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.